Hey everybody, it's Steve at SSP. Just coming back to you with another video blog series. We're going to jump into combine drills for football. I know it's big right now. There's NFL combines, there's high school combines, there's college pro days, there's all sorts of things. So we can look at these football players and look at some of their skills and measure them on how well they run, how far they jump, how powerful they are, and also how they look on the field, and also how they bench. So our main focus for right now is going to be focused on the 40-yard dash. We're going to focus today simply on the starting position, setting these guys up so that they can run well and run with power. A lot of people lose speed, lose power on a poor start. So our focus today is going to be a start. In the future, we'll talk about those first 10 yards, and then we'll focus on the back half of that 40. But right now, just think about the starting position, how important it is so I can maximize force on the first push when I come out of my start. So I'm going to bring in Jeff over here. We're going to talk about how to measure out our feet to make sure our feet in the right position, and then also where to distribute weight, and also what I need to think about when I'm getting ready to push. So Jeff's going to come in real quick. If you guys can see this taped line right here, we're just going to go ahead and mention this is our starting line. Okay, so you just got to be slightly behind the starting line in a good starting position. So where do we put our feet? Well, remember, this is not a three-point position, three-point stance that we have in football. This isn't an O-line stance. This isn't a running back stance, because those positions, they need to be able to move in different directions. He needs to go straight ahead. So it's a different position with his body. To make sure that his feet are the right distance away from the line, not too close but not too far, we're going to use his own feet to measure it out. So he likes pushing off his left foot. So he'll put his right foot up just simply to measure how far back he wants his left foot. So we want it about a foot away from the line. But we don't want his feet too narrow together, right? I mean, he's got longer legs. We want to make sure that I can get him wide enough apart so that he's stable. Too narrow, we have less stability when I'm trying to drive out of that stance. So he'll use his other foot right here to simply measure how far apart we want his feet. So now he'll take this foot, he'll pivot it out. This one stays here. This is his push leg. It's a foot away from here, and then these feet are about, shoulder width apart. Then he'll take his right foot now. He'll go ahead and do the same idea. He'll scoot it here, foot apart, and he'll take it back, and that foot stays there. Even though primarily he's pushing here, that foot is very important for grip into the ground and stability, and he is going to push with the back leg a little bit. Primarily front, but he is pushing with the back. So now his feet are set. So now what do? We'll bring the camera along to the side real quick. Once again, let's look at where his feet are, right? He's a foot away from the line. He's not close to the line. He's not hovering the line. He's back far enough that he can get his body in position. If he's too far back, though, he can't go that way. We don't want to make this a 41 or 42-yard dash, right? So he's going to drop down. Since his left foot's on the ground, his right hand's got to be on the ground. We know that. So he's going to go ahead and just get himself ready to get in position. He's going to take his right hand and just put it just right behind that white line. And he's putting some weight on it because he's going to go that way. So he's putting a lot of weight in that right hand. To make sure that he doesn't fall or make sure he has stability, he's going to flex his right tricep. So he's thinking about flexing this right tricep in the back part of his arm to keep him stable, to keep him there, okay? So we want to make sure, too, that this arm is ready, because when he goes, this arm is really important to rip out to help get him out of this stance. So he's going to get this arm up and ready, slight bend of the elbow, hand by his butt pocket just a little bit higher than that so he can rip. Now, last thing we want to look at is going to be his hip position, right? We want to make sure that he's in a good angle to drive out. We call this a shin angle here. We want to make sure that he's in slightly above parallel. We don't want him down to parallel. If he's down like in a squat position here, it's going to be really hard to drive out quick. So we want the hips up just slightly to a 90-degree angle. If we see that's a little bit more than a 90-degree angle from here to here. We want this shin right here to be less than a 90-degree angle. If Jeff's way back here at a 90-degree angle here, a poor shin angle, it's going to be really hard driving out. So we're going to shoot that knee forward, good angle here, not too low, so that he can drive off this leg and rip and get out. Last thing to focus on is going to be that chin. He's going to keep it tucked. Too often guys drive out of the stance and they stand straight up as they run through. Keeping that chin tucked will help keep him down when he runs out. So now relax, Jeff. Okay, so now Jeff's going to go ahead and just reset, do the whole thing again, and focus on all those little things. So he's measuring his feet out. He's going to take that left foot, pivot it out. We just talked about it. This leg stays here. He's taking those right legs. That right leg is going to pivot it out. Once he's ready, he'll put his hands on the ground, and he'll just take that right hand. He'll put it behind that white line. And then while he's down here, he's thinking right tricep flexed. He's flexing the butt cheeks on both sides. He's nice and stable. He's gripping the ground with the toes. arm is cocked, ready to drive out. He's tucking his chin. He'll hold for 2 seconds, and then when you're ready, drive out, Jack. And then relax. We'll keep the camera on me. So that's just the starting position and how important it is so we can drive out. If he has too much weight going back, he's not flexing the right areas, he's not stable, he'll lose power coming out of that stance, and then we're going to add time to his 40-yard start. Not what we can afford to do. This position, the most important position he can focus on while running this 40, to get in the right position to drive out with power. So tune in next time. We'll talk about those first 10 yards and how important the posture and form is with that. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys soon.